Welcome to the crack of dawn. We're out in my driveway, and I'm doing a painting for my eye doctor. He hooked me up. Tons of glasses. Ray-Bans, Maui Joes, Jims. I don't know what they are. Fancy. Anyway, we're doing a painting for his new eye doctor office. Now, I did his last painting, which was freehand, okay? This time, I did not do it freehand. Well, it's kind of freehand. But anyway, as you can see, I've got the sketch in the background. His other painting's freehand, so I did it kind of not using too much to look at and adding whatever I wanted. This one's going to be a little bit more realistic, and it's a Tasty Top, which is now going to be Tasty Pot because it's turning into a pot shop. So we're live from the crack of dawn, and I'm doing this painting. So yeah, let's get started. I'm doing the blue sky first. Let me show you what we're doing. Tasty Top, nostalgic ice cream store in East Hampton, Massachusetts. I cut off their legs because I did not want to cut off the ice cream on the top. So they're going to go to bound about there. Okay, this is going to be more realistic because I used my opaque projector, which makes it a lot easier for me. I can draw it too, but it just takes a lot of time. And it's been so much time since I've been to you, Eric. So let's get started. I'm kind of in my pajamas, so I'm not really too concerned what I look like. I usually tape the picture to the top so you can see it. And then I get some blue and some white. Okay, because we got to do the top and we got to finish it, the whole thing. Always paint the sides. Okay, I don't even know if you can see me. Brian Biggie is my boss, and he is going to, he'll edit this. So if he's like, Dawn, you cut off the whole thing. I'm like, I know. Okay, and we'll do probably a couple episodes on that because this is going to take me a while. It's a huge painting. It's 6 feet by 4 feet. It is going to go at the Hostel Eye Hair in East Hampton, Massachusetts, and right across the street is Tasty Top, now Tasty Pot. Oh, it's crazy, isn't it? I don't know if it's medical marijuana or rec or what the heck they're going to do with it, but it's all over the place now. Always do you want to mix a lot of water, especially when you're doing a big sky like this. This is a big sky. Okay, so, and this can't be done in the house because it'll get all over my furniture. It's too big. I don't know where to put it, you know? So I'm going to do the top like this. There's the ice cream cone. It's so cool. Everybody went here. It was the soft serve ice cream where, you know, they dip it in like a coating, a crunchy one. When you're done, you could either have like vanilla dipped in the chocolate, and it was crunchy. Like the outside would be like a crunchy thing. And then you could get the twist. Those aren't really in anymore. I haven't seen those. I don't know if Dairy Queen has them, but trying not to be too loud for my neighbors because here I am over here. So we're doing the sky. Look at that. Now this is just a, let's see what it's called. This is cerulean blue, but it's really not. It's, this is Liquitex. It's not bad. I prefer a cerulean blue that has a little bit more green in it, but whatever. Cerulean blue is basically light blue. So Eric's doing over his shop, and he has another 6-foot painting that I did, which he, you know, he paid me for. And this one too. He hooks me up. It's so great. So I love that people are supporting me. It's hard to do this stuff, but if you ever need anything for your office, you can have whatever you want. I was like, Eric, what do you want? And he's like, remember Tasty Top? I'm like, yeah, my God, we grew up at Tasty Top. It's in East Hampton, where my husband, Tony, is from. East Hampton's sort of like Northampton now. Used to be, I don't think it was junky. It just wasn't like Northampton with all the shops. Now it's totally bustling. Young people go there all the time. There's breweries. It's really fun. So again, you're gonna fill in this blue. I matched it exactly to the picture. So you can see when I put my picture down against it, it matches perfectly, okay? I was gonna try to do a time lapse, but I don't know how to do that. So again, I'm gonna do the whole sky. It's gonna be the same color for the most part. As it gets towards the ice cream cone, it is going to get a little lighter. And I wanna go fast because that's the way I work. I'm not, especially when there's no shading involved here. So I just need to get this sky in here. And it's at night, so it's gonna look like a nighttime picture, which is gonna be great. Okay, and for all of those that are home, everybody's wearing pajamas. I've got Birkenstocks on, my kids' socks, the A Wild collection, cashmere. So nice of her. Love it, Amy. So anyway, we're gonna do this. Okay, we're gonna put this up here. You want it to be nice, and you want it to not have too many I'm using acrylic paint on this one because I know he's not going to have it outdoors. All right, if you're doing an oil painting, that can withstand weather a lot more. This is not going to go anywhere. If it was going to be in a bathroom with a lot of moisture, I wouldn't use acrylic. I would use oil, okay? So we're going to put this here. And it's going to be great when it's done. I can't even wait. I could turn it around and put pot, but I don't think that's family friendly for the kids that go to the eye doctor place. So hope everybody's been great. I've been teaching from home. Today is a virtual teacher day, and Jamoki sent me gift cards. Last week, $20, and I just got 50 today. I mean, I never got that in a public school. I don't think. Maybe I'd get a card or like a $5 McDonald's coffee card or something, but $70, it's like so nice. So I might use the $50 on the kids. I don't know what I need to teach from home. I've got my gigantic Bob Ross. If I could find a African-American cutout, cardboard cutout of a artist, that's probably what I'm gonna do, because I want to, I didn't learn a lot about African-American artists because I learned at a classical school. So some of them, Jacob Lawrence, Maya Angelou, Faith Ringgold. It's not that I didn't learn about a lot of them, but again, their world was suppressed. People were mean. So yeah, not a lot, but now tons. Okay, so that's what I like to do. And my kid's like, Mom, you got to teach them about Leonardo da Vinci. And I'm like, I know I do, but you know what? It's all Jesus naked people and everybody in the painting's white. I don't want to do that. Okay, so look at my color, matching it up. Okay. So yeah, I can mix it up. They need to learn about every art, but I need to learn more about some African-American artists, artists from the islands, and all my colleagues, they're great. I just asked them, who's your favorite artist? And they hooked me up. Bob Marley's a big influence because everybody's Jamaican. Bob has some great music. I'd have it going in the background, but I don't have another device. Okay. Now, I'm just going to keep going, and maybe Brian can like cut this in half and put it into 2 or 3 or 4 episodes. I'd like to do the time lapse, but I just don't know how to do that. So again, when I need to refer to my picture, it's over here. I always tape the picture to the top, because then I know, tasty top, because then I know what to paint. I'm doing the sides over here. I know you can't see me, but you got to paint the sides. Then Eric's not going to need to spend money on a frame, although you could take a thin piece of wood and you can staple it to the sides and it looks actually pretty nice. But I'm just going to paint the sides because it's so much easier. Okay, I'm dipping water. Remember, acrylic paint, you need water. Okay, I'm trying to get that right blue, so I got it. Okay, if any lines I see, it's okay. It's not going to look awful, but I can always go back. I just want to get most of this on here, okay? So, yeah, I've been teaching from home. It's so fun. It's really easy because they have to listen to me. I just hit the mute button. And they're like, Mrs. Party. I'm like, Mrs. Lombardi, actually. But anyway, I hit the mute button. And then I unmute them. They're so respectful. They can unmute themselves if it's a really good class. But if it just gets too loud, because a lot of people are, you know, you got a family in the background trying to cook, take care of their kids. So it's not their fault. Even my house can be loud. I got kids too. Okay, so I usually mute them all, and then it's easier for me to teach them because they have to look at the screen. And all they see is me. They don't have anybody distracting them on the side. They have a chat button that they can go in, you know, and they can say whatever they want in the chat, but sometimes I don't look at the chat. And I tell them I'm not looking at the chat. So if you're going to be disrespectful, just don't look at the chat. But I have another teacher, and she fixes that for me. Okay, so still getting some blue here. I'm in my driveway. Can you believe it? I hope the bears don't come. They come over and they attack the trash. So what we're going to do, I'm going to put this, I'm just going to fix some of this because a lot of this, I hope you can see. I've got my Birkenstocks on. They're so comfortable. And then I've got these LL Bean pajamas from my friend Kristen and Bill. And it's Hastings Silver's construction. So I know it's just a lot of people are getting their roofs done. And it's a great time to get your roof done. So Hastings Silver Construction in Avon, those are my friends. And they don't have a big crew. They don't subcontract anything. Kristen's about 80 pounds wet. She's a teeny little thing, so she just runs around the roof like crazy. I can't even believe she does it. She's also the assistant curator at the Lyndhurst Castle in Tarrytown, New York. Can you believe it? And then Bill, he's been doing roofing. They do repairs, everything. So if you're looking for someone to do repairs, I'm a good, that's my recommendation. And I'm having a plumber here today. I forgot his name. It's Andy Wotten out of West Hartford. Now, he's not done yet. So I don't have a review, but he's coming back today. So let's get this up. Let's get this going. I'm gonna put some here, there. I mean, I'm not really going in following my lines exactly, but these are all trees, and so the blue is gonna show through on a lot, okay? Here, I don't know what's going on, and I didn't do my sketch. I couldn't fit it, so I have to just make up what's over here. I might put some people in there. I don't know. Okay, now I'm gonna paint the other side, okay? Very important to paint the sides. I know framing, Jim's Farmington Frame, Jim, he's fantastic. So, I mean, if you've got money and you're fancy, yeah, put a frame on it. But, you know, you gotta go to someone good. Jim's the one, okay? So, there we go. I'm still in the blue. It's 6 feet long. So, I gotta paint the sides so that Eric's not gonna need a frame. It's gonna look so good. I'm gonna do the ice cream cone next, and I'm gonna always do the background. You're gonna notice right now, like, she's only doing the blue. Yeah. And when I'm done doing the sky, I'm gonna look in the rest of the painting, and I'm gonna see if there's any more blue. Because while you have the blue, you may as well use it. So what I'm gonna do, doing the sides here, pretty easy. I gotta remember Trish, my chiropractor. Oh my gosh. She's so great. Yeah. She doesn't take my insurance, so it's kind of expensive. But you know what? She's so good. I go to her. Tris Costantino. She's my chiropractor. Yeah, I have back problems. Terrible. It hurts here. It's terrible. But I think she's on her way to fixing. And she told me what I need to do. She's like, I'm stiff as a board, which means I don't exercise. I walk, but that's not really bending. So I need to, yeah, do some more yoga, I guess, is the thing. Okay, I'm still doing the blue. Now I'm going to look at my picture. Where else is there blue? Okay, the top, the whole sky is blue, but now I'm gonna look down here. Her shirt's blue, but I don't have to make her shirt blue. Plus, I don't really want to do this picture exactly because someone took it. I don't know who. I found it online. It's definitely not a Scott Pryor painting, because if it was a Scott Pryor painting, I would have to say I'm doing a reproduction of a Scott Pryor painting. But Scott Pryor is so good that that very well could be a Scott Pryor painting. Okay, Scott Pryor is from Northampton, where I'm from. And he is married to Kurt Vonnegut's daughter, Nanny. I don't know them. I think my dad does and my mom, because they live there, but I don't know him. But he's crazy good. He's like in the Metropolitan Museum of Art. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I'll ever be in that museum. So again, I don't want these streaks. They don't bother me that much, but I want to go over them, which means I just need another coat. So I'm going to try to get rid of those streaks. And I don't want too much white because it's not, I like that cerulean blue coming through. So I don't want any of my sketch to show. And I used a Sharpie, you know, so sometimes when you're using a Sharpie, the sketch comes through. You got to go over it a few times. Sometimes it looks great. You can remember where you were. Okay, so I'm going to fill in this, try to get it perfect. Okay. And yeah, it's going to be fun. So again, once I start doing the colors down below, the sky's just taking a while because it's a big painting. Yeah, I don't know if I could put this in my house. Now, I'm going to look for the other blues, and I think there's some here. So I'm going to put this, it's kind of going in here. Okay. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to, oh, it's not there. I'm in the wrong place. But that's all right. I'm going to fill that in anyway, because I drew that for a reason, so it must mean that the blue is showing through, which is totally fine with me, okay? Now, I'm looking over here. Got to get my picture going. It's flipping up in the wind, okay? But it's nice out today. It's supposed to snow tonight into Friday, but we're not going to get any here. They're going to get it like where my parents are, Western Mass, Deerfield, Huntington, Vermont. Okay, so I'm going to go back right here. There's some blue in between this sign, okay, because it's showing through. I have a big brush still. I'm gonna switch to a small one soon. Sometimes I have to pick the whole thing right up. I'm gonna go down lower, okay, so I can really see what I'm doing. It looks like there's this is blue. So you wanna find all this blue because then it's gonna dry up because acrylic paint dries up. And so by the time it dries up, it'll be wasting paint. So then again, let's see, I gotta line it up. It looks like right here is blue. Now, if you get it wrong, don't worry, because a lot of times it's hard to figure out where you were. But it's gonna look great because it's perfect, I love it. Right here is a little bit of blue, not so much, but I believe that would be sky right here. So again, by the time it dries, this is probably dry already. Okay, and I don't see much blue going on down here that I really need to do. I could probably save it for later. The girl's shirt's purple anyway, so red and blue make purple, so, and I have purple in a tube, so I don't really need it. What I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna go back in and with some white and cerulean blue, and I'm just gonna cover up any spaces that aren't perfect, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do. And it's fun in my driveway here. Doing the blue. Gets a little lighter when it goes over to the ice cream cone because the ice cream cone is lit up. So I might have to go to the art store and get some paint that's neon, but I might have some because I did my Barbie series, Barbie and Ken, Barbie Dream House series, and lots of those colors had they had a lot of neon colors in there. Barbie wears a lot of pink, and the Barbie Dream House is pretty pink, so you know I had to do that. So I'm just gonna go in, I'm gonna try to fill in any of these spaces that are not perfect. They don't have to be, because again, it's a sky. So stuff happens in the sky all the time. It doesn't have to be perfect. Plus I don't really want it to be exactly like this photograph. I want it to be a little bit different. That's a tree. I'll worry about that later. Yeah. Just wanna make sure I get all this in. Pretty much, it's getting windy. I might have to stop. I don't know. It's all right. It's pretty good. Okay, I'm throwing that in there. Putting that over there. Perfect. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna look for some different colors. I'm really dying to do this ice cream cone. Now, if you look here, I have some white left over. The blue's pretty much toast, but the white, I'm gonna keep that. So what I'm gonna do, this is my rip-off palette. I've told you these things are great. They're like $7. So I'm gonna take the white, even though it has some blue in it, okay, I'm just gonna kind of put it on here because you know what? It's wasting paint. I don't wanna waste. Okay, it's kind of, ooh, very messy. It's messy being a painter. Oh. So again, these things, they blow in the wind. So if this flips over like that, then all the paint goes over to this side and on my hand. So yeah, very messy. I don't get it on the Wild Hat collection though. Okay, it's very early, so I have some wrinkles, bags. Okay, so let's look. I really want to do that ice cream cone. So I'm gonna see if I have some pink. I might not. And we're 20 minutes into this episode. This is fantastic. So I'm gonna tape it back up there, see if I can find some pink in my bag, magical bag. Okay, you wanna stick it good, because once it flies away, I'm not gonna have it. Now, it looks like it's bright pink. So this is my bag, my watermelon bag. I love my watermelon bag. And I got lots of pictures in here that I keep just in case I want to paint something different. I got a lot of brushes, as you can see. I'm not very organized. A lot of my seniors, they had the greatest ways of keeping their stuff, and I just don't. This is alizarin crimson, which is a great color. There it goes. Didn't get on my Birkenstocks though. So what you can do is tape that down. I have some red. I have some alizarin crimson. I think I can make some pink out of these colors, but if I have pink, like why not just use the pink? I don't think I have my Barbie pink anymore. So, I mean, if I can't make the pink, I will go back to the store and get some. Yeah, I don't have it. Could be in the basement, but you know what? We're outside. I'm not gonna go get it. So I'm gonna try to make some pink. I'm gonna take some, oh, I don't have alizarin crimson. Hold on, maybe I do. Naphthol crimson. I've never heard of that, but let's try it out. Okay, pink is made by red and white. But to get this neon pink that I want, I might have to go to the store and get some. I think I have some downstairs. Okay, I fancy things like gold. You don't really use a lot of gold when you're painting. Okay, so I'm gonna make the white. I'm gonna use some more white because I don't want blue getting into my pink, because then it will turn purple. But I can do that when I'm doing the girl's shirt. I'm gonna use this cadmium rouge. Okay, this, I don't know what this is either. Again, Liquitex. Not a bad pink, okay? I think I get them. Blick's better. Dick Blick. Right down the road. And I bought this canvas 3 days ago. It wouldn't fit in my car. And you can't go in the store. They brought it out. And it's expensive. They brought it out. I couldn't fit it in my car. I don't want to rip it, because once you rip it, it's done. So my friend Christy Broker, she's on the board of ed. She's like, Dawn, no problem. I've got my lunch break. I'll go get it. What a good friend. Can you believe it? She's like, you're like family. I'm like, you guys are like family. So it's fantastic. This is cadmium red deep. I don't know. Let's try it out. Just because I sometimes, it makes a crazy noise. The kids laugh at school when it makes that noise. I wonder why. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I could get more water because I really don't want blue, but I'm not running inside, okay, because I want to stay out here with you. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make that ice cream color, which is super pink, and I always can put it up to here. No, that's not going to do it. Okay, I got pink, but I don't want that pink. I want neon pink, so I might wait on my ice cream cone. Let me just, sometimes I paint right on the picture to see. It's close. Okay, oops. See that? Look at, now the picture has paint all over it, because now I got to go in and I got to wipe this off. Look at, see how messy it is? Look at, all over my picture. And you can't get pictures wet because then they don't, So I got to get that off or go back to the store and print it. But I really don't like going to CVS in this stuff. Now it's all over my hand. Oh my gosh, so messy. But don't worry. No worries. I'm at 22 minutes, so our episodes are like 24. So what I'll do is I'll come back and film the second episode and clean myself up. Okay? I did my own hair. Looks pretty good. Yep. First it turns orange, and then you get this toner. It's $25. It's blue, because blue and orange are complementary colors. So if your hair turns orange when you are dyeing it, all you do is add the blue. Put it in. It lasts for like a week. It's perfect. But Gino at the gallery, whatever. Can't compare to him. That guy's fantastic, as are most hairdressers. I just feel bad they can't work right now. But, hair's not as important as catching this thing. It really isn't. I don't care, Everybody looks awful right now. This is why I didn't really do anything to get ready. Okay, so anyway, this looks like a murder scene right here, but it's okay. Okay, so some of the paint got on the corner, but whoopsie. I don't really mind. I think I got most of it off. Yeah. All right, I have another copy anyway, so I think I got most of it off. But I mean, look at the thing. It's everywhere. So we have about 1 minute left. I think we have 26 minutes. I can't remember, Brian, but you can cut me off whenever you want. This is my house. It's so nice. Let me show you my neighborhood. I love it. Okay, hold on. This is my neighborhood. Oh, that's my house. But look at my neighborhood. Isn't it perfect? It's gorgeous. Yes. And we have the nicest people. This guy just moved in next door. He's got to rip the whole place apart. He's 25 years old, and he already owns a house. He went to trade school. And then college, which is what I want my kid to do. Okay? You don't need to hire anybody to fix your house when you go to trade school. You just learn it all there. So anyway, thanks to the Farmington High School for teaching my kid construction. He's got an A+. Fantastic. So excited. And then we're going to get back here. I'm going to stop the video in about 2 minutes. And then I'm going to go in and clean myself up, okay? I'll be back for the second episode. I can't wait to see y'all. I can't wait to be back in the studio. If you want to be a guest, you have to stay 6 feet apart. But you can be a coffee guest and watch in the driveway while I paint, and we'll just talk about your life. Anybody. I would love it. Anybody. Maybe we can get Dr. Pettit to talk about the endocrinology problem that we have, because that's cool. I don't know anything about that. All right, I'm going in to clean up. I will see you next time on The Crack.